My name's Alan Halsey. I'm a musician, and I'm actually based here in Turkey. 7 years ago I came on vacation and ended up just staying. It was kind of unplanned, but definitely a good part of the plot.
My name is Ela Grego and I'm from Croatia. I do modeling. I have shootings maybe 2 or 3 times per week. On my free time I'm shooting vlogs, cooking videos and workout videos.
My name is Adam McConnell. I am an educator. I've been teaching at Sabancı University, teaching one of the freshman courses in Turkish history for the last 5 years.
I'm Brianna and I'm from Australia. I actually have a business called Turk to Me. So the business is about providing a behind-the-scenes experience of purchasing a Turkish rug without actually having to be in Turkey.
So I work in a cryptocurrency hedge fund. It's based in California. I'm the operations manager. I help the hedge fund to grow. I help basically rich people to get richer.
So for me, Istanbul's been a great base for the last 8-ish years, and I'm a photojournalist, so there's a lot of work to do in Turkey and in Istanbul itself. There's a lot of things to cover. A lot of cultural stories in Turkey which are very interesting to Western media. I work mostly with European and North American media. And I use Istanbul as a base to kind of go and cover the Balkans, Middle Eastern countries and the Caucasus.
People are very, very nice to me here because of my sketchbook. I draw, I draw the country and I draw the people. This is from Ephesus. This is a drawing I started in 2017 and forgot, so I finished it up when I was there last.
I moved here 1 year ago, and so far it was a great experience. Like, I did not expect many things, and especially because we have so many stereotypes about Turkey and they're not really good. I was kind of afraid and my family was afraid too, but I was fascinated by the warmth that Turkish people bring.
Actually, across all 3 of the cities that I've lived, the one thing I would have to say is that it's incredibly easy to make friends. Incredibly easy, whether they're Turkish or international.
If you're only hanging out with expats in a place, it's kind of hard to integrate. It's a comfort zone. You just stay with your friends where it's easy, this and that. I don't like that. I like to break all those kind of boundaries and just go like straight in the deep end, just hang out with the people that are locals and really absorb like the whole culture.
In general, in Turkey, Turkish people are extremely nice, extremely open. And the first time that I came to Istanbul, I found Istanbul to be not so different. I mean, not so different from the Europe also that I had traveled in. So for me, it was never a problem to integrate into Istanbul's society or into Turkish society.
That's for sure. Russian people are colder. You need to deserve the trust of the Russian person. Turkish are like easygoing right from the start, that's what I think.
There are many, many differences. I mean, one thing I really like is that they really like older people here. You know, in California, you're invisible when you're over, 35 or so, unless you're very famous or very rich.
Favorite place in Turkey is probably Mardin. It's the old city of Mardin, at least. It's on the sort of on top of a hill, of a mountain, overlooking the plains going down into like northeastern Syria, I guess. But it's stunning. It's a very beautiful place.
I liked, the historical parts of Istanbul. Actually, I like a lot of this neighborhood, the really old buildings. For example, this building where I live, it's like 150 years old, which is really nice.
Turkey is completely diverse. There is so much to choose from, but if you are coming to Turkey, you most certainly have to go to Cappadocia. It is 100% without a doubt somewhere you need to see. It's unlike anywhere else in the world. Truly it is.
I love Cappadocia. When I went to Cappadocia, I began to believe in reincarnation because everything I looked at was familiar to me, like my parents' driveway, but I had never been there and had never even seen a picture of Cappadocia. I can't see enough of Turkey. I still haven't been up to the Black Sea region very much, and I would like to. But yeah, love it.
Food, crazy. I mean, they have like 400 types of soups, the best seafood, incredible food all around. There's a lot of things that's like really good vegetarian food. Now there's a whole huge vegan kind of movement that's starting up.
Turkish cuisine is extremely diverse. Every region in Turkey has its own specialties, its own foods, its own food culture. And learning about all of these things is just as much fun as actually eating the food.
So no matter where you look, there's just like history, just like, you know, oozing out of every crack and corner.
In Turkey, you can see a wall, and you can see where the stonemasons put that wall together in the 9th century. And you can also see a Mercedes parked in front of that wall. It's all visible. There are places in Hagia Sophia where you can actually see all 1,500 years of history in one glance.
You know, I've never owned a car, and that's maybe one of the reasons why I pick cities like this. Like Istanbul, they have taxis are also very, very cheap, very affordable compared to like pretty much any other place I've lived.
And I find traveling around Istanbul to be very easy, despite the fact that I don't have a car. Public transportation is very easy, especially now the bus lines have been dramatically expanded in the past 15 years. Far more buses are on the lines. So it's very easy to get around with both the buses and then also, of course, the subway.
It's a very modern city. It's a very diverse city, like very open to foreigners.
Yeah, like if you are not religious, it's totally fine. I think nobody is forced to be religious around here. There is that freedom of choice. My biggest challenges in Turkey are mentality-wise when it comes to work and discipline.
Generally, for example, if you have a meeting, it's not uncommon for a lot of the members of the meeting to be running late, and it's actually not viewed negatively. So this is certainly something that we have had to learn to be okay with and learn to adapt to. There's a lot of paperwork that needs to be filled out for very simple tasks. This is something that is still a little bit annoying for me, that I still struggle to get a hold of.
The biggest difference between the UK and Turkey, probably mentality in the sense of lifestyle. In the UK, it's very much you go to work, you do a crazy amount of hours, you go home, lock the door, watch TV, done, have dinner, go to bed. Lifestyle here is much more preferable to me. We have sort of 9 months of summer-ish weather, and then just 2 or 3, 4 months of winter, which is not perfect. You get 4 seasons still, but that kind of dictates a nicer lifestyle for me.
Have you ever seen weather forecasts in Russia and comparing to Turkey? I mean,
when it comes to opportunities, Istanbul is a pretty great city for that, like especially for young people who are maybe interested in building a career or getting some work experience. I think it can be really nice.
Most people that come here say the exact same thing, which is it is nothing like what they imagined. It's nothing like what they pictured, and they leave this country with a much more positive outlook than what they came here with.
Because almost all my friends that have visited here had an amazing time and loved it. And it's other stuff. So that's how I look at things. When I get my information, I ask some people that actually are from there or that went there, and that's the best way to get information because it's almost firsthand. Otherwise, you don't know. There's always an agenda with people trying to say things like it's like this or that. So that's my personal advice: is if someone is interested to go, ask someone that already went, and then if that's one of your friends, and that's pretty much the best way to get information. In 3 words, wow, that's a hard one.
Green, busy, 24 hours.
Melancholic, chaotic, home. I don't know, it sounds a bit cheesy, but yeah, I always feel happy when I come back.
Super crazy place.
Completely misunderstood country.